Is it on? It said 3, 2, 1. I think you're on. There we go. Hello, Facebook. It's Kelly Day. Let me know if you can see me or hear me. I think I'm live. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm just going to wait a couple minutes to see if anybody joins on. Thank you for joining me today. Lots and lots and lots to talk about. I want to hear what's going on with you guys for sure. I want to hear about what Netflix movies you're watching. I want to know where you're getting some good takeout. Just want to hear what's going on. I want to know what businesses need some help. So, let me know what's going on. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. There's so much to cover, and I want to make sure that we get everything out to you guys today in a timely manner. I want to talk about first kind of the things that we're doing here at Kelly Day Portraits with COVID-19. I know that the framework has come out for when businesses can start to reopen, and I don't have a firm date yet, but I'm thinking probably June 1st is the time frame that we will start taking clients back in the studio. But some of the things that we've done in the meantime to prepare for that is, one, our staff will wear masks all the time, so you don't have to worry about that. We have plenty of hand sanitizer here. Also, we have a bathroom, so if you need to wash your hands, you can do that as well. We're planning to do mostly outdoor shoots, and I know that I've always done the studio style, so I want to assure you that you can still get that studio style out of an outdoor shoot. We just literally take the backgrounds outside. We can either put up a tent so that it's shaded, or sometimes even that sun coming from the back on the hair is really pretty. So we can still get really beautiful studio looking shots outside. And I'll show you some examples of those after this. I'll post them in the comments. I also want to talk about how many people will be allowed in a session when we come back. I don't want big groups, so I'm thinking, groups of 4 or less would be ideal. And then, of course, you'll have me and probably Donna or whoever's assisting me that day. So I want to make sure that there's no more than 6 people total at any given time, at least during these first couple of phases until things start to mellow out and calm down. And then the last thing I want to talk about is, I'm not sure when the makeup artist and hairstylist will be able to come back in to perform those services during the shoot. So what I'm doing is creating a makeup guide and a hair guide for you guys. And it's very comprehensive, and it talks about different hair types. It talks about different skin textures, different eye shapes, all kinds of different eye looks. And so what we can do is either you can use the guide and do your own makeup before you come, or we can even have our makeup artist here and hairstylist here watching you doing your own, and then they can give you some feedback during the session for that as well. So we'll kind of work out the details on that, but I want to make sure that you guys know that we are going to still offer that to you. It just may not be direct yet, but it's coming. Okay, so any questions about what we're planning to do moving forward starting June 1st? If they are, just please drop me a comment. I will respond to it. I've got Donna actually here. She's watching the comments. So if you put something in while we're live, she will be responding during the live video. All right. So next on the list, I want to talk about some partnerships. We've been working really hard to connect with other local businesses that have been shut down. And we're all trying to be creative in the way that we come back to the market and offer you guys the most amazing services ever. And so there's a couple that I want to talk to you about. The first one is, and this one actually started prior to COVID-19, but we are going to be working with Getman Orthodontics. Dr. Chris Getman and I have come up with a partnership where when you get your braces off, you will receive a gift voucher from Getman Orthodontics for a photo shoot and one free 8x10 that comes with it. So what that means is, all these kids, they've got their braces on through middle school and they're super excited they get them off. And now you can have an awesome photo shoot and an 8x10 to remember the moment that your kids got their braces off. I think it's just such an awesome thing. So we've got that for you. And then also in return, if you have someone that comes in for a shoot and they are in need of braces, then he is going to be giving a $500 voucher towards your braces. So if you've got someone that, one of your children that's a teen tween and you're thinking about doing braces, this would be a perfect time to book a shoot, because then you get $500 off your orthodontics. All right, so there's that one. Also, I'm working with Chloe, who is my makeup artist. She works for Lily Rose. And one thing that we're doing is, with any session that is booked for June or July, we're going to provide a facial, a dermaplane facial with your session. So the session fee has not gone up. You still get the hair and the makeup and all that. But if you book it during those months, you'll get a facial to do before your photo shoot. So that's super exciting. And thank you, Chloe, for working with me on that. I'm excited to offer that as a service offering. All right. Also, we are partnered up with Germantown Day Spa. As you guys know, Robin and I have worked together quite a bit over the last couple of years. And one of the things that we're doing is, if you go into Germantown Day Spa and get some advanced services, we're still working out all the details, but things like Botox, Juvederm, maybe a combination of a waxing and a filler, or whatever it might be. If you have a certain set of services that you get from Germantown Day Spa, you will also get a credit for a session fee in the studio with me. So that's exciting as well. And then there's a couple other that I'm working on too. I have a massage therapist that I work with. She does primarily maternity. And so I'm working on something for that. I'm a little concerned about bringing maternity and newborn, for that matter, back into the studio so quickly. So that one, I'll probably wait maybe like August, September timeframe to bring those back into the studio. I don't know. I get nervous about newborns, and I don't want anybody to get sick or, any of that. So we'll probably hold off on those for just a little bit. And I'll put all of this in the notes too. So if you don't want to go back and watch it, then you can always just read the notes. All right. Another thing I want to talk about is Zoom calls. How many of you guys are on like 500 Zoom calls a day? I know I am. And one of the things that always cracks me up is seeing people's lighting. Obviously, as a photographer, I do have access to some lighting, but I want to talk about ways that you can light yourself during these Zoom calls so that you're not sitting in the dark, literally. So you can see behind me, I've got this window, and the lighting that comes in is pretty bright. So I've got these shears up. If I did not have lighting in my studio to use for this call, I would be facing directly into that window. So just find a window in your house that's got good light coming in and face the window. That's when you're going to get lit the best. You want to face directly into it. You're going to get good flat lighting across your whole face, and it's going to be awesome. So window light is the best. I mean, I know y'all can't see, but if the light's coming from the side, you've got all these funky shadows and it's not pretty. So do not go from the side. And if all you have is light coming from the back, your face is literally like in shadows. So make sure that you light yourself from the front. You don't want the windows behind you. All right. And then last thing on the Zoom calls, if you have overhead lighting, and you need to look into your screen to see what it looks like when you're on those calls, because sometimes the camera picks up that light behind you and it will make you into a shadow. So you want to tilt your camera or your laptop so that it's not picking up the overhead light. All right, that's my last tip on Zoom calls. Any questions about that, please feel free to ask. Miss Betty, hello. Thank you very much. Thanks for joining me today. Okay, so Mother's Day. All right, Mother's Day is coming up. I know that I really was looking forward to getting my hair and my nails done and all that stuff before Mother's Day. That's not going to happen. It looks like salons and spas and all that is in phase 2 of the framework to open back up businesses. So I have an idea, and this is what I'm thinking. So all of us moms, we want to be pampered, obviously. So the best way to do that, since we can't go in and get the services right away, is with gift certificates and gift cards. So find your favorite salon, wherever your mom shops, or if you're the mom, then make sure you tell your husband, hey, here's where I want that gift certificate from. And then also boutiques. We've all been home. Some of us have been exercising. Some of us have been eating. So maybe our clothes don't fit exactly the same. So find your favorite boutiques. I know I have my favorites. Beautiful Soul is one of them. I buy almost all my clothes from there. Also like Mozelle's, and there's a couple others, but just make sure to tell your spouse and your kids where you want these gift cards from. Anyway, so those are my two favorites. And then the third one, and I don't know when this one's going to open. I hope Leanne Foster jumps on here and she can tell us, but at Neurosource, they have a float tank, and I have been dying to get in there. It's one of those where it's full of Epsom salt. You get in, you lay down, and literally you're just floating in space. It's amazing. And I've started listening to this. It's an app, but there's also a meditation, and there's a music side to it, and it's scientifically created. Actually, Ian Strelson, if you watch this, he's the one that told me about this app, and it's awesome. Like, I just have this vision of laying in the float tank with Brain FM playing, and that's on my list. I want that one too. So those are my 3 ideas for Mother's Day. And then obviously when they start looking amazing and they have these really cute clothes and they get their hair and their nails done and they get their facials, it's a perfect time to book a mother-daughter or a mother-son or a family shoot. So keep that in mind. I know my kids, they haven't really been able to see their grandparents as much as they usually do. So, a 3-generation shoot would be awesome. Bring the grandparents into the shoot. We can have as many as you want in it. It'd be awesome. Okay. Next on the list is beach sessions. I know we're not really thinking about the beach yet, but I am. So we have a baseball tournament scheduled for June. It's the end of June, June 15th through the 20th. And it's in Orange Beach, Alabama. And so what we're doing is we are offering beach sessions if you're going to be in Orange Beach during that time. Now, that's all still a little bit up in the air, but that's the plan. Look for more details about that coming soon. Again, the dates are June 15th to the 20th, and that's in Orange Beach, Alabama. So anywhere like Gulf Shores, Pensacola, that whole area, if you're going to be there with your family and you would like some beach portraits, let me know. I'd be happy to schedule this for you. All right. Let's see. I want to talk about the class of 2020. All right. So we all know this has been really hard for that group, right? Not being able to finish their senior year. There's all those things that happen at the end of senior year that are just super amazing. So I'm working on some promotions for any of those students that did not get casual senior pictures made. I don't know the details yet, but it's something that Donna and I have been working on. So just know that that's something that's coming, but not just for the class of 2020. I feel like these 8th graders that are going into high school and these 5th graders that are going up to middle school, so that would be class of 2024 and 2027. For those students too, we're going to do some promotions for them as well. And, those are just really critical times in our child's life. So I want to make sure that we are giving them an opportunity to do something to make them feel good about themselves and to give them a great experience and increase their self-esteem going into that next phase of life. So that's coming. I should have the details later today, and we'll get those posted in the comments as well. All right, moving on. I did have a headshot day that was scheduled just literally right before COVID-19 hit. So that is going to be rescheduled. I've kind of held that off for a little bit, but the reschedule is going to be probably somewhere in late June, maybe early July. I don't have the official date yet, but just know if you already were scheduled for that, that's coming. If you want to email me or something and we can get you on the books for that, just let me know. And I do still have some slots open. So if you need a headshot after this, maybe you were one of the ones that were furloughed or lost your job or whatever it might be, and you need a good headshot for LinkedIn, let me know. Matter of fact, we did some I can't even remember when it was, but literally we set a backdrop up outside and did the headshots outside. So that's something that you don't have to come into the studio for. You don't have to touch anything. You literally drive up into the driveway, step out of your car. I take your pictures, you get back in your car and leave. So that's something that we can do pretty quickly as well. Okay. What's new? We are doing some new stuff here and I'm super excited about it. I talked about this once before, but we are starting to do some real estate photography. That whole genre of photography is totally different from portraits, right? In portraits, I'm looking at catch lights in your eyes. I'm looking at your skin tone. I'm looking at the background, all that stuff. In real estate, it's totally different. And I wasn't too sure about promoting it until I knew that I could give a quality product. And so I've done a couple of houses now, and I feel very confident in that. Matter of fact, so confident that we're even looking at adding some 360-degree cameras to our mix and offering the virtual tours. So if you're a real estate agent or know a real estate agent, or maybe you have an Airbnb, or even, I don't know, really any public space that you want to be able to show your environment without people having to come and physically see it. It could be a hotel, it could be, anything, any event space. Then this is something that we can offer as well, using technology called Matterpoint. And it's just a way to do virtual tours and 3D modeling of your space. So that's coming. I've also been talking about our drone services. We are still working on the FAA certification piece. There's a lot of studying that goes into that, a lot. But that's coming too. So just know that if you need drones for anything, that's something that's coming up soon. And lastly, products. So if you are or know anyone that has products that they offer that maybe they don't have an online store yet, or they're getting new products in all the time and need some help getting the images created so that they can post them on social, that's something that we offer too. And a lot of times what we'll do, if you have a lot of products, new stuff coming in, like a boutique, then we would set up like 1 day a week, or 1 hour every morning, or every other morning, or whatever it is, to capture some of those images for you. And the turnaround is really quick, because I know that timing is of the essence for those, and you need to get those out immediately. So that's something else that we're offering. Let's see, I already talked about newborns. Okay. Oh, another one, personal branding. So I've been doing personal branding for a long time, so that's not new. It's basically, you get me for the whole day, and we strategize on the content that you need for your website, for your social media presence. Maybe if you have a blog, we're looking at what content you need to publish throughout the year. And we're creating those images for you. It includes the hair, the makeup, all of that stuff. But we're taking it a step further now. And one of the things that we're offering is, we'll sit down with you and research your competition with you. So we look at what keywords they are, when people do a Google search, what keywords are leading people to their website. And we figure out what keywords represent your brand the best. And then we actually embed those into your images. So now anywhere that your images reside, whether it's on social, whether it's on your website, whatever, anytime someone searches for that keyword is in the metadata for your images. So it will show up a lot more frequently. So anyway, another way that we can help small businesses, and really any business that needs content and needs to be found on the internet. Okay. And last thing, let's see, I feel like there was something else I wanted to say. Oh, I know. Another thing we can do in the branding, and this goes for real estate too, really, is some graphic design services. I know that posting pictures isn't really enough. Sometimes you need a slideshow. Sometimes you need a video, maybe a testimonial. Those are some things that we're offering too. And we've been doing a little bit of that, but I just wanted to mention that again. Okay. And then the last thing is availability. When are we going to start booking again? We are starting to take appointments for June 1st through the 10th. And then I'm booked really until the 22nd. So I've got the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th available. And after that, it'll be July. So coming back July 1st. So, there's 13 days in June that are open right now, and we are booking for those. So if you have a senior, a teen, tween, you need headshots, you need branding, real estate, any of that stuff, please feel free to reach out. We are starting to take some bookings. So just know that those are the dates that are available, and I look forward to booking with you. All right, now it's your turn. I see there's a few people on, and really I want to hear from you. Who of your friends or family are in need of small business help? Like who do we need to help promote on social media and give them some love on their Facebook pages? If you're one of them, please put it in the comments so that we can all help support each other. I'm just a really big believer in, we're a community, and we're all here. We're all maybe not in the same boat. We've all seen that post, right? We're not in the same boat, but we're all in the same storm, right? So if you are experiencing difficulty during this time and need help and want to get exposed to larger audiences, I'm here to help. I know that my audience members will help. So anybody that posts here, please share their pages, look at what they have to offer. If it's something that you need, consider doing business with some of our friends. So please post that in the comments. And then also, I want to talk about Netflix. I don't know about y'all, but I've watched more TV probably in the last 6 weeks than I have in the last 6 years. I'm not a TV watcher at all, but we do watch movies from time to time. And some of the things that we've been watching have been good, but we're running out of ideas. So I really need your help. What are your favorite Netflix or Amazon Prime? Like, what are the shows that you're watching? We watched Ozarks. We've been watching the Michael Jordan stuff. I don't even know. I mean, we've watched so many movies, I can't even tell you. We've been going back and watching like movies from back in the 80s. Like we watched Stakeout the other night. That one's pretty funny. And we actually watched the second one too. I forget what it's called, but Another Stakeout, I think is what it's called. But anyway, we're watching some cool movies, and I'd love to hear what you're watching so that we can add to our list. What else? What other questions do you have? I feel like I talked really, really fast today. All right. Well, just put them in the comments. I don't see anything coming through. So if you have something you want to add, I know most people watch this later. Just, give me a thumbs up, give me a like, give me your favorite Netflix. I want to hear from you guys. I want to know who needs help, and let's share the love. All right, guys, have a great day. We'll see you soon. Bye.